Hi there, and welcome to your head pressure, sinus relief, fascial maneuver / nervous system reset. My name is Molly. I'm a fascial maneuver coach as well as a neurosomatic intelligence practitioner, and I wanted to make this video for anybody who experiences frequent headaches or sinus congestion, sinus pressure, has been feeling a lot of pressure in their head lately. We're going to drain that pressure without medication and see how you feel. If this works for you, I highly recommend trying it every day for maybe even 28 days to see the lasting difference you can make. First of all, welcome to the fairy forest. This is in my backyard, and I call it the fairy forest because in the summertime, the entire ground is covered with the most beautiful, lush, green ground cover, and the way the sun comes through the trees, it literally looks so magical, and I can't wait to show you later this year. For this class, you'll need something that smells good. I like to use cinnamon. Smells good to you. Lavender is really gentle, something like lemongrass or fresh orange or coffee beans. And then you'll also need a piece of paper towel and rip it in half. This is in case you need extra grip. So pause this video, grab your supplies, and I'll meet you back here. And now that you're back, we'll begin with your cinnamon. I'm gonna put this in my pocket for later. Okay, or your smelly good. We're gonna begin with the smelly good. So first things first, we need to know which nostril to use. The nervous system responds systemically, so we don't need to do both sides. We actually wanna find the side that responds the best. And a really great indicator is which side has a harder time smelling clearly. So begin by closing your left nostril and hold your smelly good underneath your right. And on a scale of 1 to 10, rate how clearly you can smell that thing. How close do you need to be for the scent to be at like a 6? Just reset real quick. Breathe in the air around you. Then close your right nostril and do the same thing under the left. I can barely smell this on my left side. Okay, so once you've found the side that can't smell as good, that's the side that we're going to use. So for me, my left side, I'm going to plug up my right nostril just like I did before. Hold your smelly good with your right hand. So your left hand, or your side that we're doing, that hand is free. Begin by closing your eyes and smelling the scent. Trying to pick up on it. Visualizing the scent. So I'm going to visualize a cinnamon stick. And then gently tap up and down the side of your nostril. And you may notice that the scent becomes a little bit clearer. Oh, yep, now I'm at like a 5. That's so cool. Take a breath in, breath out. Notice any shifts that happen in your body. Usually there's some yawning that can happen, mental clarity or alertness. When I opened my eyes, it was almost like the world came alive in a way. So if you didn't notice anything, no big deal. If you want to write down what you notice, that can also be really helpful for your future self to just notice the changes that have been made. Next, we're moving to our fascial maneuvers. So we will be manipulating our skin and our lymphatic system and our nervous system into different postures and use our breath to open up. The first one we're going to do doesn't actually require the paper towel, so I put it back in my pocket. We're opening the chest and stimulating the lymphatic system here so that our sinuses can drain. So left hand comes across to the right shoulder, push and stretch the skin. So you're going to feel the skin stretch across the chest. It may be kind of subtle. You can play with different spots and different hand positions until you really feel it, but you should feel the skin here stretching, and then look in the opposite direction. So I'm using my left hand on my right shoulder. I'm going to look to the left. Deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. We're going 6 times. You'll feel this all the way down the neck here. Come back to center, shake it out. Right hand comes to left shoulder. I like to start kind of where my pec starts and then push the skin, pinning it to my shoulder. Look over to your right and breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. 6 times. Whew. Come back to center, release that hand. Give yourself a couple of neck circles. Notice if anything feels more open. Roll your shoulders out. Do you have more range of motion in your shoulders, more openness in your chest? Has your voice deepened? Beautiful. Next, 2 fingers. I like to use my middle and my ring finger. Beginning at the inner corner of your eyebrows, swipe up and around your eyebrows, pinning your fingers right at your temples. Then take your palms and push them into your face and back like you're giving yourself a facelift. Look at that. Look at that facelift. Inhale as you come up and around the eyebrows. Pin and then push as you exhale. 6 times. Breath matters. One more. Inhale. Pin, push, exhale. Ooh. Open the mouth 3 times. Give yourself some neck rolls. Notice any changes. Okay. Moving on, now we do need the paper towel for this one. You can also use a sweatshirt, or you may just be able to use your hands. I use paper towel for cleanliness, but also because I can get some better grip. Beginning on the right side, we'll pull out and down with the nose. So pull out and down. You'll feel that stretch. Then with this one, we're coming underneath the cheekbone and again pulling the skin back like a facelift. All right, I'm gonna step back so you can see, because we'll do inhales and exhales through the nose. And you're gonna move around in an organic fashion. So I like to do circles here. Really pin and stretch. The more you move, the more the fascia will respond. So if you want to come down to a squat, twist side to side. If you don't have the energy or capacity to squat today, simply move side to side, up and around. And release. This time we'll go for a little bit of a walk just to notice the differences in our body. I don't have a lot of space and there's a lot of sticks and things that I could trip on in my little Uggs. Walking in a figure eight is really great. When you work on a fascia, you're working on the whole body. When you work on the nervous system, you're working with the whole body. So yes, you are definitely going to notice pressure changes in the head, but you also might notice changes in your feet or your hips or your torso, your rib cage. The whole body is affected. So as you walk and allow your body to integrate the changes we just made, again, you can make little notes of the things you noticed changing in your body, or emotions or thoughts coming up. All of that is getting moved out and released as we work with our body in this way. So let's move to the left side, again, pulling out and pinning down. Taking this hand, pushing up into the cheek, pulling the skin back towards that ear. Breathe in through the nose, out through the nose, or out through the mouth. Moving around in an organic way. We're going for about 6 breaths, but you can experiment with more than 6 as well. Sometimes if I have the time, I'll do 9 or 12. And again, if you have the energy, you can come down to a squat and twist as you breathe. Almost lost that one. And go for a little walk. Whoa. I just noticed like energy flush up the side of my head on the left side. My sinuses definitely feel more open. My eyes also feel more balanced. I don't even know how to describe that, but it almost feels like my point of focus is centered in my head instead of cockeyed. They're very strange subtleties. We'll move to the ears next. We know the sinuses wrap around many different areas. We have 2 ear exercises because these are game changers. The first one, we're putting our thumb basically in our ear to get our hand in the right position, grabbing our ear such as, and pulling back and twisting forward. You'll see how it pulls all of this back up here, relieving all the pressure here. Okay, I like to use my paper towels for this to get better grips on my ears. So I put my thumb down and then I wrap the paper towel around back, trying to avoid my hair as best as possible, pulling the ears back and then twisting forward. Oh, it's so nice. And breathe. Moving around organically. We'll do 6 through the mouth and 6 through the nose. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Whew. Come up. Whoa. Open the mouth 3 times. Oh, sorry, that was a breath. The more open I get, the harder it becomes to talk sometimes. You can also roll out your neck. Whoa, my neck is so much looser. Nervous system resetting. Okay. Next, our fingers are going in our ears. Your right fingernail will face backwards, your left fingernail will face forward. You're going to twist your hand so that both of your thumbs are facing backwards. Back of the hand is facing up. I like to use my paper towel for this because I get way better grip because it's kind of slippery in there. Right fingernail is facing backwards. Left fingernail is facing forwards. Arms are out, so you look like a little alien. Now twist so that the tops of your hands are facing up towards the sky. And then breathe. Don't be afraid to really twist here. You can also do nose breathing. Woo, it's so good. All right, remove the paper towel, go for a walk now. Now that we've done 2 ear resets, I just felt a rush of warm energy move through my chest. I feel way more grounded in my feet, actually. Like I'm noticing my feet a lot more. I feel no pressure in my hips right now, which is kind of crazy. They actually feel really floaty. Okay, I'm going to shut up now so that you can document what you're feeling. All right, we're moving to the throat now. You do not need your paper towel for this one unless you really need some extra grip. We're stretching the skin again, taking your right hand, 2 fingers on the middle of your throat, and then you'll pull the skin up towards your tonsils. With your left hand, we're starting at the middle of the throat again, but we're pulling the skin down and pinning it on our collarbone. So pulling it down, pinning on the collarbone, pulling up, so you'll feel the stretch in the middle of the throat. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, we're going to move the head around. You can tilt the head back. Side to side. If you lose your grip, that's okay, just re-grip. Whew. Yeah, that's good. Deep breath in, deep breath out, roll the shoulders back, do some neck circles, you can go for a walk. You may notice mucus draining. It's a good sign, don't we think? All right, we just have a couple more. We're coming to the bridge of our nose. We're going to twist, pinch and twist the skin right to left. Okay, so take your right hand, pinch the skin right here, twist right to left. I'm going to use my paper towel for this one. And then with your left hand, you're actually going to grab your hair at the back of your head. I'm wearing a claw clip. You could do this with a ponytail or just grabbing a chunk of your hair. If you are bald, you can take your paper towel, push it against your head and twist with your hand. Like that, right? We're going left to right in the back. Or yeah, left to right. There we go. Left to right, right to left in the front. It gets a little confusing for me when I push my hand back there or pull my hand back there. So I'm grabbing my paper towel, pinching the skin here, twisting right to left, grabbing my hair in the back, twisting left to right. Okay, so left to right. And you want to make it nice and tight. Big inhales through the nose, out through the mouth. I just did mouth breathing there, which is totally fine. You can experiment with both. I'm gonna hold this a little bit longer because it feels really good, and I'll do nose to mouth this time. Oh, that just relieved so much pressure. My hair is now coming out, but that's okay. I'm gonna go for a walk on that one because, wow, that was kind of crazy. I haven't ever held that one that long, but it really makes a big difference when you can hold it there for 30 seconds. Doing these fascial maneuvers, it's actually thought that 3 minutes provides your body enough time to fully let go into the fascial release. Be really interesting to experiment with that one for a full 3 minutes. I actually kind of feel like a different person right now, which is crazy. My voice has dropped so much because my nervous system has it feels like fully grounded right now. Could I get deeper into the ground? We should see, because I have one more for you guys. This one is doing bringing the energy out of the top of the head and your frontal lobe. You have two options. You can either grab the front of your hair here, or you can come to the middle of your head. So I want you to experiment with what feels best to you. I like doing the frontal lobe a lot for some reason. So with your right hand, you're grabbing your hair. Your elbow's facing forward at first. Pull up with your hand as best as you can, like you're pulling your scalp to the sky, and then you're twisting your elbow to the left as you gaze over to the right. It's okay if it hurts a little bit. This area doesn't get a lot of movement, so it's not used to this kind of stretch. The pain will subside as we breathe. In through the nose, out through the mouth 6 times. Come back to center, release, fix your hair. And that, my friends, is our sinus and head pressure reset. I would love to know how that felt for you. If you'd like to close this off with something you know works pretty well for you, if you liked doing the scent and nose tap, go ahead and bookend our session with that. I hope to, well, I'll see you next time. I'm not gonna hope. I know you're gonna be there because this stuff is awesome. It literally feels so good. I'm gonna stop yapping now, but enjoy the relief. I'll see you later.